Hi, Danielle here. Thanks for watching. So the question I always get is, I am an Uber driver here in Augusta, and I now recently started driving for Lyft. So every time I pick up somebody, I'm always asked the same question. What is the difference between Uber and Lyft besides two different companies? What are the pros and cons? Why would one want one over the other? So here's my kind of insight on it. It's just they both do the same thing, but it just may be that some things might be different. So for example, for Uber, you might see that the base rate is a little higher than Lyft, but Uber doesn't, there's no waiting. You know, the drivers actually come and you get notified automatically, and you just wait for the passenger, and the passenger comes in and you drop them off. Sometimes with an Uber, you may ask that driver, hey, can you stop at the gas station real quick? That driver may make the decision to say, yes, sure, no problem. Not saying that it will happen all the time, but it can. So if that driver stops, you know, there's no extra charge. It's just kind of like on the way of that drop off. With Lyft is a different story, because Lyft actually charges for waiting time. So their base rate is lower, but if you're not ready to go and you're still trying to gather your stuff and so forth, once it actually clicks on that driver's actually arrived and stuff, if you end up needing to stop or whatever the case scenario may be, you know, so very minimal amount that you'll end up being charged. But from what I can see on what I get paid, it seems to balance itself out between Lyft and Uber. Some of the apps, different stuff for the driver per se. So with Uber, once I actually arrive at the location, it's going to automatically notify the driver, hey, the driver is actually there. With Lyft, we actually have to confirm it and say, yes, we're confirming we have actually arrived, and then, you know, they start the clock. So with Uber, we actually have to click the button to navigate. It takes us to Waze, and if you don't know what Waze is, you have no idea what's missing. It's the best map system that's come out. It's way better than Google Maps. So with Lyft, the nice thing is that once you accept the trip, it'll automatically send you to Waze. It'll automatically start navigating. You don't have to press any extra buttons. With Lyft, the passengers are actually allowed to tip the driver through the app. So they actually have, I believe, 72 hours to decide that they're going to go ahead and leave their driver a tip. So a little bit of app stuff, you know, difference and stuff like that. But the biggest thing is most drivers have both. I have both. I run both of them at the same time. Whoever calls me first is the one that I'll get, and I'll put the other one offline. So the biggest thing is that a lot of people are trying to get rides. In Augusta, Uber's been here for a little while now, for a few years. Lyft just got here, so it's definitely different, and could be challenging to get a Lyft driver, you know, depending on the area that you're actually looking for. So a lot of people will try Uber, and if the wait's too long, they might go to Lyft, or the, you know, vice versa and stuff. So to me, they're both kind of the same. The pay is just about the same. It's just a little bit of differences on the apps. And with Lyft, it's nice that the passengers can actually tip us, because, you know, we definitely appreciate it. Not that it's required. So one more thing, with Lyft, you can actually add multiple stops, and you can keep add trips. So if you have to leave and go pick up your child, and then from your child you're going to another park, and from there, I mean, no matter what stops you have, you can actually add it into Lyft, and the driver, it'll tell the driver, okay, this has multiple trips, and it'll take to the first stop, and then you're sitting there waiting and then starting the trip for the next one. So that's actually really nice. I really love that feature. So thanks for watching.